Hey everybody, thank you for joining us again. I'm here with Pam Livingston. Hi Pam.
Hi there.
Pam, you told me you have an interesting hand for us. What do you have
I,
for us?
I do have an interesting hand, and it's a hand that I played online with three friends. And it was an informal game. You know, the old saying, let's have a friendly game of cards. No, let's play bridge. And this hand was the first one we played, and it was pretty exciting. My role in it wasn't particularly interesting because I made my opening bid and then I was dummy, but I really liked what the other three people did on this hand.
Oh, that sounds great. I'll pull it up. You've recommended to us in your class that when we're dummy, that's our chance to take a break, not be too judgmental. But I guess after when we get to see what actually happened, then there still might be lessons for us.
Yes, I really liked this hand. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that auction.
Well, yes, look at that auction. And I just want to say I was dealer as North and I was playing precision with Johnny. Now, some of you will have come across precision. It's a completely different system to Echo or Standard American. And one of the main things about it is that every time you have 16 or more points, then you have to open one club. So on this hand, there wasn't even any judgment for me to make on this hand. I had my 18 points, and so that is a one club opener, and that's what I did.
So it's just letting partner know about your strength. It says nothing about your shape.
That's right. It's just 16 plus any shape, and that's precision. I don't normally play that, but I do play that with my friend Jeff.
Well, what is going on with East? How do you overcall a precision one club opening bid with four hearts? What does that mean?
So Leon, who was on my left, is a very promising young player from New Zealand, part of the New Zealand youth team, and we all joke a little bit about youth bids, how they're more exuberant than perhaps the more mature players amongst us, and they tend to really put the pressure on. And Leon, bang, he went straight to four hearts. So we're expecting sort of 7 or 8 hearts from Leon and a few points, but is Leon making a youth four-heart bid or a sort of standard four-heart bid? We don't know. So puts the pressure on once I have opened my Precision One club, because all that my partner knows is that I have 16 or more points. And things went very, very quiet for a while as Jeff considered what he should do. So quiet, in fact, that I was just about to type into the chat in BBO, am I still here? Because I thought maybe
have we been disconnected? Yeah.
Because I thought maybe we weren't. But anyway, out comes Jeff's 6 diamonds and the auction was passed out. So I'm showing you this hand from my point of view, but now I'm going to swap over and I'm going to show it from Jeff's point of view.
Sitting south.
Sitting south as he becomes the clearer. So he had to make a guess here on what to bid. He's got a nice diamond suit and he was pretty sure that once East had bid 4 hearts that West would probably lead a heart, and that's exactly what happened. So Johnny led a heart, small. Leon played the king, and Jeff took it with the ace. Now, I was talking to Jeff about this hand afterwards and how much I enjoyed watching this hand, and he said at this point here, his gut feeling was that he should play a small diamond from his hand to the 10 and dummy, hoping that the jack of diamonds was with Johnny. And the reason he was thinking this is because Leon's promising 7 or 8 hearts, but he's promising 7 or 8 hearts, so he's only sort of got a few spaces left for the other cards. But I don't know. Jeff said, well, he just felt if he did that, he was just going to go light straight away. So he decided not to do that. So he led the diamond, small diamond, to the ace. And you know what? Jeff's instinct was right, because if he'd gone small to the 10, he would be fairly home and hosed at this point.
How about that?
Okay, but it's not over, there's still stuff to do. So Jeff decided that, well, he'd throw Johnny in and put Johnny on lead and see what happens. So he played another diamond. And without pause for thought, back comes the 10 of clubs. Oh, well, I don't know what you're going to do here if you were Jeff. It's looking like, so we know that Leon has shown up with the king and the jack of hearts, and if he hasn't got the king of clubs, he hasn't got much else, has he? So I don't know. What would you do in this situation? It's, if the club finesse loses,
it's the worst. It's the worst. Yeah, everything's on the line here, and we really have to think who's more likely to have the club king, but also what's Johnny trying to? What does Johnny want us to think? Where does Johnny want us to think the club king is?
Now, as I said before, all the players at this table are pretty good, and Johnny's he's pretty sneaky. And watching this, because I couldn't see what was in each other's hand, I thought that it was an absolute guess for Jeff, because I think regardless here, if Johnny was holding the king or not, this is what he'd do. He'd put the pressure on Jeff. So if Liam's got the king of clubs, well, the finesse is losing and Jeff is off straight away. And if Johnny's got it, well, Jeff has to take that risk. And spoke to Jeff afterwards, and he said, he really wasn't sure what was happening, but he thought that Leon probably should have the king of clubs for his 4 heart bids. Otherwise, he's just done it with the king and the jack of hearts and nothing else, really. So was he doing a youth bid? Or not? Who knows?
Wow, how about that? Right. So Johnny even could be taking that into account, the fact that, okay, we're going to, you and Jeff, you're going to assume, Declare's going to assume that Leon has more strength than he might have.
Yeah. So pressure goes on straight away, and Jeff decided not to take the finesse, and he rose with the ace of clubs. So then Jeff crossed to the queen of spades and played off some diamonds. Now, the reason he's doing this, if you can remember early on when the heart was led, we can't see back there, but when the heart was led, Leon played the king. So if Leon has the king of clubs and is holding those heart cards, he's going to get squeezed on the play of the diamonds. He can't hold on to everything. And then the play of the spades, after the play of the diamonds, he's going to get squeezed. So that's what Jeff's thinking was. And he played
Jeff
off
is hoping that Leon will have to discard one of them.
Yeah, eventually. So nothing of interest shows up, but you'll remember that Johnny played the 10 of clubs when he led the club back, and Jeff happens to have the 8 in his hand. So he's discarded all the clubs, but there's only one club out higher than the 8, which is the king. So this is very good technique on behalf of Jeff. However, so we go over to the spade, And something fabulous happens now. The Jack of Spades drops. So that was the end of the hand, and Jeff was able to claim at this point. But look, it was Johnny all along that had the King of Clubs. And he put the pressure on Jeff very early. Leon had put the pressure on us by jumping to 4 hearts on that not very good hand. So I really loved what everybody did on this hand. Leon putting pressure on in his bidding, Jeff making a bold bid to 6 diamonds and then doing his very best to make it, giving himself the best chance, and Johnny putting the pressure on defence. What a friendly game of cards.
Indeed, a friendly game of cards. Wow, I'm in awe of everyone sitting at the table, including you.
Except me, who just had to make,
My goodness, fantastic. Wow, that is just so neat. Well, maybe we can include the link so that the viewers can play through the hand from all 4 seats. You can try different lines of play.
Sure.
How about that? That's pretty neat. Gosh, thank you, Pam. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome.
It reminds me of, just that we can always learn from everyone at the table. Maybe with a grain of salt if we're sitting with other learners, but even for hands where we're dummy, there's still something we can walk away with. Well, especially after a hand like that.
Absolutely. And it's been really interesting since I've taken up teaching, is that I really love to hear the thinking of other people. And even though I'm the one giving the lessons, I often learn something interesting from people that I teach, because we all bring our view when we come to the bridge table. And yeah, I find that a very cool thing about being a bridge teacher.
Well, please relay our thanks to everyone who played that hand with you for playing it so well. And thank you for sharing it. Thanks everyone for watching. Leave your comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you.
See you next time.
Thanks, Pam.